Namaste and welcome to Returning Home Yoga with Jeanette. We're going to practice a heart opening pose today. You can practice this before bed, first thing in the morning, when you come home from work, various times a day to settle into it. That might be very, very beneficial, especially if you've been at a computer a lot, or you tend to carry a lot of weight in the upper body. The upper back muscles tend to get overstretched, and so this is a really nice way to help the body return its alignment back to its more natural shape. So if you have a yoga bolster, you can utilize it. And if you don't, utilizing towels or blankets will work just as well, along with a cushion or a pillow from the bed to support under the neck and head and to support under the knees. So if you're utilizing blankets, see if you can create a shape something like this. Doesn't have to be the same size. These just happen to be the blankets that I use. And if you know that you have a really bendy, flexible back, you might actually have 2 towels, 2 blankets that you can stack one upon each other. And what we're doing is creating a bolster made out of blankets. So from here, you would just fold the blankets in half. So you've created a shape very similar to a smaller, narrower yoga bolster, or if you have a larger one, you're just creating something similar utilizing the blankets. You'll place the blankets at one end of your mat, quite a bit down from the edge of your mat. If you look at the height of this and go, oh my goodness, that's way too high for my body, then simply take one of the blankets out. You could use it under your knees instead and have a much lower height. To support your neck or head, you might have a smaller blanket you can use. Or as I mentioned, you could use a cushion from the couch. Now you might use a rolled blanket or towel for under your knees as well. Or you might not want to have anything under your knees. Once you have set up the upper body, check out what your body would prefer for today's practice, support under the knees or not. Either or is fine. When you lower down onto the prop, draw the low belly in, support with your arms as you lower. Tuck the chin in and support your head, especially if you have any neck issues. And as you lower onto the prop, you can either have your shoulder blades fully off, or some people actually like to set up so that their shoulder blades are supported on it. So 2 different ways to settle into the posture. Your arms then could extend straight out in the T shape, or you could bend your arms and let your hands face the direction behind you, so you find your goddess position. Now if you choose this shape and your hands are really lifted, you could use yoga blocks or books under your hands and wrists to support them. As you settle here, take a moment to notice whether your legs would like to have that support under the knees. I know for myself, if I was going to stay here for the duration of 5 to 15 minutes, that's how long you can hold the pose here for. I would most likely have something under my knees just to support. I had quite a severe injury in one of my knees, and it really does prefer to be supported when I'm in a pose such as this. Restorative poses are deeply relaxing. You might wish to cover up with a blanket or simply have more clothes on to maintain a warmth in your body. And as we settle here, we come to the breath. Long, slow inhalations. Longer and slower exhalations. Each inhalation an opportunity for the body to expand. Each exhalation an opportunity for the body to soften, to relax, and to let go a little further into the support of the props. And beginning to count the length of your inhalation, the length of your exhalation. Just getting a sense as to whether they're somewhat equal or not. Doesn't matter if they're not, just noticing. And that noise in the background is Jojo. We're looking after Jojo for a few days. She's just decided to wake up and come off the couch. Returning to your breath again and again. Distractions of the mind will arise. Distractions from within your home, sounds from within the home may arise. And they all become a part of the experience, a part of settling, relaxing, and letting go into the non-doingness. As you return to your breath again and again, noticing if the inhale and the exhale are somewhat becoming the same length. And once they do become the same length, explore the possibility of the exhale becoming a little longer, a little slow. Giving yourself permission to soften and to let go. You may wish to stay here for several more minutes. And if that's the request of your body, please stay and come out when you're ready. In your own time, slowly begin to bend the knees. Rolling off to the side so you can slide the props you were just supported on out from under you. You may wish to keep the support under the neck and head. As you re-straighten the legs, or feel free to keep your legs bent. Bring attention into the space between the shoulder blades. Beginning to deepen the breath into that area. Noticing if there's new space, more room for the breath to expand into. You may feel the whole upper body region expanding in a new way on the inhalations. And new softening, new surrendering on the exhalation. Eventually, please bend your knees. And drawing them in towards body. Wrapping arms around the legs. And taking any movement that the body guides. That movement might possibly be a side-to-side rolling. The hands on the knees, a sacrum circle might be needed. Maybe one each direction. Or you may just prefer to hold the legs into body. And allowing the whole back to sink a little more fully into the support that's under it. One arm finds its way over the head. rolling body to that side. Head supported by prop or arm. And pausing here. Just allowing the body to integrate the heart opening it just experienced. And also to allow a slower transition from the ground back to seated. And exhale with helping hands. Please guide body into seated. The eyes might close. Hands find their way onto legs. And inhale sweeps the arms out and up. The exhale, hands land at the heart. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for this heart-opening restorative pose. If you're really enjoying the videos, please hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so you are notified when new videos are uploaded to my channel. And please leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the practice. From my heart to yours. Namaste.